Okay, hi guys, welcome to this video. I want to talk about specifically two types of people today, two types of entrepreneurs, two types of coaches who really struggle to make sales in their business, not to mention daily, just in general. Maybe it's been a little while since you've had a coaching inquiry actually hit your inbox and it just really feels like a drought right now. So person number one is and that's changed for some reason, Procrastinator. That's person number one. So no surprises there. Someone who, puts things off and overthinks things, and it's annoying that we even have to experience it. I totally understand this energy. The second person could be a little bit of a left of center personality type that you wouldn't think of. This is the builder. And I have to tell you something. Both of these people, they're actually the same person. I'm so sorry. They are the same person. Now, let me explain a little bit more about what a builder is. So a builder is someone who essentially loves creating. You're in Canva and you're making beautiful ebooks. You're in Kartra, Kajabi, ClickUp, Samcart, designing sales page and checkout pages. You are making content and you're doing all the things. You're building out systems, funnels, processes. But essentially, that's really where it stops. You're doing a lot of creation and a lot of building. Now, the procrastinator knows that they need to show up. They know that they need to post. They know that they need to sell. They just, for whatever reason, they don't do it. And they scroll and they watch other people's content. So it's like, I'm just going to write here, they know, but they don't do. Okay. And what they do instead is that they reorganize their to-do list. They tell themselves that they're going to start on a specific day properly. So that's really quite a relevant thing where they'll say, I'll do it from Wednesday for whatever reason. It's the first of the month. It's a clean day to start this. I have to finish this off first before I begin there. So you'll very rarely hear them say, well, I'm just going to do it right now. That's just pushing out the deadline. Obviously, there's going to be reasons sometimes where you can't do it right now, but typically that's what you'll hear procrastinators say. And then Monday comes and they find another reason not to do it. And everyone knows what this energy looks like. It's very obvious. It's super visible. Your best friends will be able to call you out on that very quickly to say, why are you putting this off and procrastinating when you just need to make that call, send that text message, send that email off? And most importantly, the procrastinator knows, that they're doing it. The builder, let's go over here to this builder side. Now, keep in mind, I believe that this is the same person. The builder is very busy, genuinely busy. So, for want of a better word, doing a lot of stuff. They're creating a lot of content. They're designing graphics. They're building out their next offer. They're updating their website. They're refining their message doc. They're recording videos for their course. And, there's so much stuff in the morning. They get up and they design their Canva. By the afternoon, they've got their afternoon coffee. They're writing their sales pages and they're tinkering away at building an email sequence. By 7:30 at night after the gym, they are exhausted. And at no point during the entire day did they even think that they've got to actually show up and share and sell something. So they're so in the work. They're really, doing the things, and they're so buried in like a busy little beaver, and they're burying, and they feel like they're doing something about their business goals and their big life vision. But here is the difference between the procrastinator and the builder. The builder feels very productive, because you're doing shit and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on fire, things are happening. And you keep telling everyone, something's coming, I can't wait. And you're teasing things out and you're saying, I'm rebuilding. You're maybe even putting up a little camera situation and it's your time lapse. And you're saying, I'm planning, I'm strategizing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And that feeling is literally the most expensive feeling in their business because they're not offering their work to their audience. They are actually offering it to their Google Drive. They're offering it to Canva. They're offering it to Samcart, whatever it is that you're in right now. And they keep telling people that something's going on. But by the end of it, and honestly, people get sick of this really fast. It's like, I don't even know what they're putting together right now. Please explain. Or they're not even sticking around for the explanation. They're just like, oh my God, not another planning session, not another strategy session, not another B-roll where you're building something that we're never going to see. And I say this very lovingly because I want to talk to my builders right now because I love you guys. You get so many things completed and done. However, because I love you so much, I need to be the person that shows up right now in your timeline. And you're watching this because you're like, oh my God, I feel very seen. And just tell you to genuinely stop building. And I don't mean this in a way where it cuts off your creativity. I just mean you've got so many things out there that needs to be out there in the world. So many people need to see your work right now. And you're telling yourself that the algorithm sucks, that no one's buying. It's honestly because you actually haven't even tried. By posting a B-roll and a time lapse of yourself saying, I'm building something, that's not selling, babe. I know that you need to hear this. You are using your build as an excuse not to sell. For whatever reason, it's not ready yet. And I do not think you even know that you're doing this. Because of course you feel, you're busy, you're in the work, you feel productive. It feels like you're moving forward. There's a ton of momentum. You're feeling the fire and it feels responsible. Like I'm doing the diligent thing. I'm being professional. I'm creating stuff. But do you know what? By the time you're watching this, it may be the end of the week. It's Thursday, it's Friday, and you've spent the whole entire week creating and creating and creating, right? And you're doing all of these things, but you're not actually selling. So you've got this thing over here, which is, it's your course. You've got this thing over here. This is your PDF. You've got this thing over here. You know what I mean? And together, move over here. This is a bundle. And guess what? You've even built the sequence. So this is, email 1, email 2, email 3. And then here we are on a Thursday or a Friday, and you're just like, oh my God. And you're freaking out. You're going, another week, no new clients, no new income. But guess what? The Google Drive is full of things and nobody has seen it yet. And you're going to feel this level of, oh my God, I need to get a job. I feel sick. I haven't got any new people coming through. And deep down, which is really annoying, it's not because you haven't done the work or that you haven't worked hard enough. Look at all the stuff that you've built. It's because you've worked in completely this sort of cone of silence. You've worked so hard that it's the old, why do I work so hard and I'm not getting paid for my results? So I knew that I had to make this video because I know that there is a huge contingent of you who you're watching YouTube University and you're learning and you're learning and you're sponging and you're sponging and you're soaking it all in. But where is it actually going? Because here is what I know about myself. And I'm just saying this not as like, I'm better than you. No, I was the builder. Now I'm the builder seller. I sell. But it's gotten to a point now where if it gets to the middle of the day and I haven't shared something, I haven't shared an offer, I haven't put a low ticket link out, I haven't talked to you guys about something that I have always open, like an open evergreen offer, or even if it's not going to a direct sales offer, something that will deepen your knowledge around something that may lead to you picking up something that's $7, so a podcast or my YouTube channel. And if I don't do that by about midday, immediately something feels off. So, I will literally, this is my little Apple pen. I'll be like, Ruby, put your tools down it goes, out of my hands now, and move over into selling the damn thing. And if that feels a little scary because sales has this funny energy around it, it's honestly just showing people and sharing all the brilliance that's already being built and the thing that actually wants to be out there off your Google Drive, off your private Canva links and into the hands of people that will, this will ultimately change their lives. And here is also what I want to say as a builder, because I feel this is very non-negotiable. You probably don't even have that radar yet of by 12 o'clock, I'm just using 12 o'clock. You can use any time, but by 12 o'clock, I need to put out an email to my list. I don't care how big or small your list is. Send something to your list. By 12 o'clock, I need to post something on my Instagram stories with a link out to a low ticket offer. Don't even allow yourself to think that people are merrily finding your work on the internet. And don't you even dare believe that they are also finding themselves to your link in bio, clicking to the shop front and happily purchasing something. You have to lead them there. This is 2026. You have to create very clear pathways for people to go there. However, you may not have this like 12 p.m. radar yet of I need to go out there and share my stuff. You have a different radar. A builder radar, a creation radar, a make something awesome radar. And that radar is a gift. Please don't get me wrong. And I really mean that. I build stuff so much. I'm always creating. I'm always building. Even right now, I'm building out the next course and I've got new fun things that I want to put out there to my audience for sure. The ability to create is genuinely very rare. I have another set of clients who's like, I don't even know what to make. I don't even know what to share. I don't even know what to put together. That's not you guys. That's not me. And I really, truly don't want to dull this gift that you and I have. But right now, speaking to those of you builders whose radar is set at this frequency where you're so dug in under the earth that no one actually on planet Earth knows that you exist and knows that you're creating a solution that is going to change their freaking world. You're measuring your days by what you created, not by the people that you reached, not by the people that you've offered, and not by the people that you've helped. And that's going to be a very big issue if you're an entrepreneur and a business owner. And that's going to be a huge issue if you're like, this business has to sustain my lifestyle because A, I don't want to go back to work and work for somebody else. B, my family is growing and I'm the sole income earner. And C, you just genuinely want to feel not just like survivalist, but someone who is like, I am thriving. Being a builder is not going to get you to thriving in your business if you are not yet practicing this radar of by this time every single day, I have to come out of my burrow and sing out my song with my full chest and allow the world to actually see me. Because for those of you that are builders and coming back to this idea of procrastination, you are a professional procrastinator. You're using all of your PDFs and your courses to mask this like level of, oh, I'll get it done someday. I'll sell someday. I'll get it out there. And once the course is perfect, then I'll sell. Then I'll make some marketing content around it. So I'm not saying this to be like, nah. All I want you to do is to continue winning at this game. And here is the thing that I've seen a lot of my builder clients do. They tell themselves, oh my gosh, well then that's such a waste then, because then, how am I going to put it out there? None of it's wasted. The carousels that you've created and the email sequences that you've written and the new offer that you put together, guess what? That actually now gets to live outside of your internal world, meaning your internal drives and things that nobody can see. But the best thing that you can do right now for everyone, including yourself and including clients who are literally knocking at the door and wanting to come in, is that now you're telling people that you exist, this PDF exists, this course exists, this one-to-one opportunity exists, and it's here to really help them go so much further. And I believe in you so much. You've built something absolutely wonderful. Now go and allow yourself to have people find what it was built for. Do you know, it genuinely pisses me off that there are so many deeply gifted, excellent coaches and mentors and service providers out there who have built something so real and so extraordinary, but they can't seem to get a break. And it's not because they're not good enough. I know that this is not a conversation for those of you guys who are like, I'm not enough. I don't feel like I'm gifted. I feel like there's blocks around. That's not you. You've got something really powerful. I was speaking to a client of mine the other day and she literally said, Ruby, everything that I've created and everything that I built, and for the small handful of people who've experienced this work, I really truly feel that it's worth $100,000. Now I need your help to get it out there. She's like, I fully know I've spent years building this and now I'm ready to share it. And she's like, I wish I had shared it earlier. because I know how many lives it would have changed and impacted. And honestly, I'm not using her example as like, see what she didn't do, because she's out of it now. She's like, holy moly, like I need to do this and I need to make something happen out of this, because what would that be for? But more so of a example around once she's out of it, and she has been now for a number of weeks. Guess what? She literally left. Let me try and find it actually. I'll leave a screenshot, but I'm going to bring up the Slack note because this is just something I was like, I need to share this with you guys. So I've got a Slack channel for my mastermind, and we have a channel called Wins and Sales. Okay. So this is what she said. I'm sharing some wins from last week that feel absolutely huge for me. I wanted to manifest a one-to-one founder client who I could work with on a high-level strategy basis, and I signed that client last week. So this would have been that client that she's like, the work that I do with my one-to-ones is worth $100K. That's that client. I also had a re-sign from a client that's been with me for 2 years and is now about to take a career to another level. So I had 2 days of daily sales and made nearly $10K. That felt so good. I also want to build out my first 2 low-ticket products and we'll be ready to launch the first one next week. In just over a week since our one-to-one Ruby, I've built the PDF, the sales page, the bump offer, the Facebook ads, and the social messaging. Classic builder. Look how fast it is. But what's taken her from builder, aka procrastination, is that now she has accountability to move forward and to do the damn thing. And she said, it's happened so quickly because I'm in flow and I'm loving the process. So thank you, XX. That's from my client, Deb. Shout out, Deb. I'm so happy when I hear evidences like that, where it's not just, notice that message wasn't just, I built this, I've made this, I built this, I've made this. It's like I built it and I went out there and I made 10K because I've actually put myself out there. So here's what I want you to do. Now, before you open anything tomorrow, or do it right now, we don't want to procrastinate and push things out. Here's what I want you to do. Before you open up your Canva or your emails or whatever it is that you're building, before you add one more thing to that offer and touch your email sequence, I want you to start working on your radar, the other radar that you all have, and this needs a little bit of a dust off. And you know those old war movies where they somehow find some creepy old room where the Morse code machine still works? You know, like that. It's kind of like that. That's probably what your sales radar looks like right now. And they blow the dust off it and somehow it miraculously still transmits a frequency. Believe it or not, that's what your sales radar is doing right now. And all you need to do is just to get it warmed up and working again. So pick a time. When would you like to start sharing by every day? And if every day feels intense, just 3 times a week. So by 10 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're putting something out there. And that could be one post, one story, a DM that you've been meaning to send to somebody, an email pitch that you've wanted to send a corporate client. That's it. And if you can get that out every day, having shared your offers somewhere, even just once, your business is going to look so different within a matter of weeks. Like you saw the screenshot, I'll put it up here again. Look at Deb. Can you see at the bottom there? She's like, within a week of having our one-to-one, your business can look completely different. And I want that for you. And I know you want that for you. And I love that you're a builder, but we really need to work on the other side of your energy right now. And again, we know, here we are in 2026, we know that the conversation isn't work harder and harder, which is build more and more in this case. It's about finally getting you out there and sharing the thing that you've built. And I know that you know you've built something really worthwhile. So I think it's just time for you to show up and act that way and be that person. So I've actually also built a worksheet out for you. It's called the Visibility Clarity Map, because some of you are dusting off actually like where to start, where to go, how to talk about it. This is absolutely free. This is a continuation of the work we're having right now on this, I was going to say on this call, in this video. If you go ahead and download it, it'll take you about 20 minutes, maybe less to do, but I send this to all of my clients. It's in 3 parts. By the end of it, you are going to have a ton of clarity around where the block is around your sales radar and why it is that you feel it very difficult to show up and share what you're doing. But for all of you builders out there, I'm backing you. I know that this is absolutely the place that you all want to be, and I want you to get there also. I'll see you over in the worksheet. And once you go ahead and download that, also make sure you click on this video right here. This is really going to help you take that very next step after you've done the worksheet. See you here.